all the different types of people, and groups and nations and religions and ethnic backgrounds and all these different types of people on this planet. The diversification of the human race, the separation, the division of the human race, all these different things, all these dividing lines between all these human beings, right? There's one thing that brings us close together. And I'm not going to say God, I'm not going to say Spirit, I'm going to say all the things that, I want you to forget about, all the fucked up things that are happening outside of us, right? The one thing that brings us all together, right? And it's only the majority brings us together, and the small minority, there's a smaller minority, control everything. So, the one thing that brings the majority together is the poverty that we face every day. And that poverty is created by the wealth class. That's the super minority, the 1%. They're the ones who create the poverty. And instead of us bombing together as in poverty, instead of us being a human race of poverty, we divide ourselves in groups. So to kill ourselves and to conquer us, because what they say, right? The divided you are, the more conquerable you are, right? So again, how do you conquer? By dividing. But that one thing that brings us all together, that poverty, right? That brings us all together. Right? That can be wished away, waved away in one day by removing the wealth that creates it. So instead of looking up to the wealth and wanting to be the wealth, and that wealth is like, one day I'll be wealthy. You won't. Because if everybody was wealthy, there'd be no poor. You know what? If there was no wealth class, there'd be no poverty, and everyone would be equally rich. Why would anybody want it? Why would you want to do anything other than that? Unless you were the wealth class that is enslaving you. Maybe one day you'll become that wealth class and you'll enslave the entire civilization. Hey, if that's what your goal is, then go ahead on their side. Because the one thing that can bring us all together, bring all that division, all those divine lines, fading them all away, is a fact. That we can eradicate poverty. In a stroke. Come ahead. Painting. Writing stroke. Wishing away. In one day. Sad, huh? Sad that we can't do it as a civilization. Right? We can't muster enough strength as a poor class. But 7 billion, 7.5 billion, 3/4 of a million middle class, and then 2,000 billion is control everything. Everything. Control your life. Control every aspect of your life. Control you from your birth to death. Control what you watch on that fucking boob tube. What you learn in your education system, all controlled by a wealth class that is enslaving you and your children. So, people, come together right now and remove wealth, because without that, we will all be free. Yeah, true freedom, man.